Hey Brickmaniacs, welcome back. We've got another awesome vault haul for August 2020 here. This is quite the square inchage taken up by, there's some large kits.
There's some big old kits here. It's funny how this thing looks small in comparison to, so you know we have some big kits out.
Yeah, that's a really good point. When the Dragon Wagon is dwarfed by two things sitting next to it, you know that you've got a lot of cool stuff in this vault. So obviously the centerpiece is, you know, the B-17. I haven't even seen one of these other than the one that's on display in the GHQ, like ever.
Wow.
So this is cool to see, and it's pretty sweet that, you know, this is going to be the first time that I've ever had somebody have an opportunity to even pick one of these up. Yeah. What do you know about this kit? This is a little before my time, so tell me about it.
It's a pretty cool. There's a lot of playability. I know that whole top part comes off.
Obviously, this kind of stuff moves.
Yeah, there's some cool play features in there. It's been a while again since I've since this got made. So yeah, it was quite the undertaking though. Yeah.
We got a whole bunch of figures that it came with too. I think they're inside the fuselage right now.
Yeah, a ton of printed elements, all the radios. I'm just trying to remember what was all in that.
Yeah.
I think there's also a display tile.
Yeah, like the card. Yeah, that's a good point.
I think that comes with this. I don't know where that is.
So once again, with the Brickmania Vault, one of the reasons we do the new product images for it, and it's not just a recopy of the old product page, is because technically what you see is what you get. So take a close look at those images. We have them all nice, and they're big enough for you to zoom in and see the details. So check them out so you can see exactly what you're getting. We're doing our best to make sure that they're as complete as possible, and then obviously Dan throws in the certificates and all the fun stuff from the stores as well. But yeah, now we got a B-17 back, full crew, little plaque.
Yeah, I really like the whole vault thing because, I mean, a lot of you are joining in kind of later in the game, and you may never have had a chance to get some of these kits before. So now's your chance if you really see that kit that you want.
You have to have.
That you have to have.
And they're all one. It's not like we really have multiples of anything. I mean, I think we'll have another P40 in the future. I think these are probably the last of these, though. So you never really know. When something's in the vault, it may return to the vault again, but it won't ever come back as like a brand new product. So
and things go pretty much instantaneously in that vault. So
yeah, I know we pitched the email initially, like wait for the email, but really maybe just like jumping online at 8 a.m. when all these things kick off. Your best way to get into the vault is to probably just be there.
Just mash the refresh button.
Wait for that stuff to come live. So that is a good strategy. Listen to Lando.
Mash
he knows what he's talking
refresh
about.
button. That's what I do 24/7 online anyways.
Just mash the refresh
That's why the
button.
internet's so slow.
You're doing that?
I didn't mean to. It's just I have it all set up as like a macro and...
This guy.
Sorry, I broke the internet.
Lando breaks the internet. New episodes this fall. Yeah. Anyways, so we've got the Johnston as well, which is massive. Dan originally built a prototype, the first model out of this batch for the U.S. Navy. Had to glue it all together. This one is not glued together.
It's not glued together. And
is a display model from one of our other stores.
Yeah.
So that will be available as well. We'll probably, the B-17 and probably the Dragon Wagon along with the Johnston, obviously all of them will have instructions, etc., because odds are they won't arrive fully put together. We will ship them, we'll ship them safe and wrap them up obviously nice, but we're not going to be able to put a B-17 or the Johnston in its own box, so they'll be a little pieced up, but you'll have what you need to put them back together, and obviously we'll have all the proper stickers and that kind of stuff.
So it'll probably be like 95%, the antennas break off.
Right, exactly. And the nice thing about the Johnston too is it breaks into 3 sections already. Ooh. So that'll be an easy way to ship that as well. So yeah. Johnston's a really cool model. I love the scale of it all.
Yeah, it's interesting. It isn't very often that we kind of build in this scale, so it's nice to see these things pop up from time to time.
There's a really, really cool story, obviously, the Battle of AT Gulf. The Johnston, along with the Samuel B. Roberts, a couple of other destroyers, pretty much went toe-to-toe with the bulk of the Japanese Imperial Navy, what remained of it anyways. Punched them so hard in the mouth that they basically were like, no more, we're turning back. And there was not much standing between those ships and the troops unloading in the Philippines, so that's a pretty cool story. And an even cooler kit. Yeah,
it's a pretty bold claim.
Yeah, to be cooler than the story, that's probably good. Redacted, but whatever.
Redacted. It's still a cool kit.
It's still a pretty cool kit. Moving on from there, let's talk a little bit about that CCKW, the deuce and a half, right? I want to say. So Lego has since changed, or they have a new tire, I believe. I remember hearing Cody talk about it at one point or whatever, how that chain or track link wheel in the front of this is probably going to be a thing of the past because of new stuff coming from Lego. So this is a cool, like, really throwback kit.
Yeah. Well, it is interesting. The Lego tires historically are pretty wide. You can kind of see how wide those are. I mean, you know, in real life, and this is a lot closer to that profile. But I think there's some new tires that came out recently.
Sure.
That are a bit narrower for how tall they are.
Yeah, but that's a cool kit. Got the sticker to make the windshield work right. Obviously, plenty of room for mods. Etc. Cool little front end on it, nicely put together. Something that that hasn't been available in a really long time. So glad to have it here in the vault.
Want to do this guy next?
Sure.
Yeah, check out that shark mouth on the front.
The P40N Warhawk, I believe this one is. This design has since been retired. So hopefully we'll be able to have a couple of them in the vault once the rest of the stores send them back. But we have this one for now, kind of your last chance to get a run of this aircraft before we... fun fact, the P40N was actually so agile that it could land on the back of a Dragon Wagon.
Okay, so here it comes.
Wow.
That's a nice little graceful.
The first P40 ever created with vertical landing.
That was so graceful.
Takeoff. Yeah, see? He did it though. And he did it while standing on the wing. That's the true amazingness of that. So anyways, yes, we have the Dragon Wagon there.
Staring very intently at the throttle stick.
Clearly it can hold the P40.
Oh, can it turn this tight? No.
I love the cab configuration on this thing. So it's a it's a tank transport that help move damaged vehicles, etc., or even new ones that are just arriving, save the gas. And the exhaust used to kind of backfire or spit flames basically, and that's how it got its nickname as the Dragon Wagon. And just a really cool cab on it. I think Andrew Summers said it could fit the crew of 5 in there.
Oh no,
or probably at least 4 of them. Oh, did you lose some chains?
Lose some chains. That's all right. I'll fix that later.
Legos and Chains, new band name I call it. But yeah, sweet little kit. A lot of fun. And if you've got one of the old school Shermans, etc., I think the one in the GHQ has Oddball on it, so that's pretty sweet. It's kind of like the hets that we did. Like the funnest thing about them is that you get to display what you already have with it.
Yeah, this is like a nice display platform.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
What do you got over there, man?
Yeah, so these are a couple of I don't want to say vault regulars, but we've had them in there before, so they're coming back until we are out of the display models. The King Tiger and then the Yag Tiger, both in these awesome camo schemes.
Yeah,
I mean, I just love the. Obviously, it's where the majority of the cost of these kits came from, was because we wanted to use so many specific pieces, and then along with all of the printing that is on these, there's no shortage of printed elements, and then some really cool minifigs as well. But both of these are in the vault, and one of your final chances to get a hold of it. So definitely ones to take advantage of.
Yeah.
You want to talk a little bit about these figures, Landon?
So we got the oak camouflage, or the fall leaf camouflage. Oak fall. I'm getting that mixed up. Camouflage trousers on this guy. One of my favorite color configurations on that. Looks really slick.
That black jacket with the camo pants, just in kind of any look, is badass, as they say.
So you show up to work pretty often? Leather jacket,
camo pants. Yeah, I just change for the sit reps.
And then we have the 44 dot uniform there. So
Landon was wearing that this morning.
Yeah.
He likes the full camo, so you can sit at his desk and disappear.
I wasn't wearing that.
Just to clarify, in case you did think he showed up in a
World War II
tanker uniform.
The hat.
Well, Landon figures that out. We also have another Summers model here, and this is the Paladin. This was a really cool little build. It's got a lot of studs going in every direction, fun chassis, even kind of Detailed might be a bit of a stretch, but it's got a playable interior. If you wanted to load it up with some minifigs, some opening hatches, etc., cool stuff. And then one of the things that I like about this is, so they usually come armed with like an M2HB on the top, but we found that one picture that had the grenade launcher, and we were like, yeah, let's do the one with the grenade launcher.
Grenade launcher.
So
Why do
that's
you have
awesome.
a grenade launcher? Why did they have a grenade launcher?
And then obviously this muzzle brake, which
It's like comically huge, but that's, you know, roughly the scale of it.
right, it's like minifig sized, and
It is the size of a minifigure. It's
it
great.
really matches well, and really it's like, you know, it's that little layer of detail completes the kit. So this is a cool looking piece. The M109
When the animators
there.
were camera guy, I think, was part of this. When they were designing that muzzle brake, they weren't quite sure of the scale, so they printed a couple different variants of sizes just because it's hard to tell off the screen. What are you doing?
There's a packing peanut.
Packing.
A packing peanut shoved into the chassis.
Is that some Skittles in there? My Skittles storage. No, so when they were printing the multiple versions, yeah, you got the packing peanut. Does not include packing peanut.
It does kind of have a detailed interior. I kind of take that back. Can you see in there a little bit? Is it light enough, camera guy? There's definitely room for a crew in there, and then he's even got like some fire extinguishers, etc.
Yeah.
built in there. So that's pretty sweet. And I got the packing peanut out. Sorry for interrupting you.
No, it's all good. Anyways, they printed out this muzzle brake, and it was probably double as big as that. So it's just this huge muzzle brake and they had to scale it down.
The muzzle brake, the
funny.
size of your hand. Yeah,
I think I threw that in a rando somewhere.
Lucky you.
Yeah. There might still be some left. Next time I do a batch of randos. What else? You got
Yes, and then we've got some
trio
smaller
of
kits.
Coolness.
So the TKS, which we were initially kind of on the fence about putting in the vault, because it was a cool little kit, and we've done some limited runs, but we want to do some more Polish stuff in the future, and so I think that what we're going to do for that is going to be new. So stay tuned for that. That'll be a 2021 project, but that means that for now, you know, this is one of the few Polish kits that we've carried. It will be retired and will be available. Unfortunately, with this one, we did not get the machine gun option because the original kit was customizable, but I guess that got lost somewhere in the wash. So it won't be completely complete, but it will still be close to that. So completely complete. Something dark side. Yeah, right.
What?
Exactly.
Where are you going?
And then this, I think, is the Flak 38, 36. That's the only one I don't know, but it's a small German anti-aircraft gun. And then we have the Japanese staff car. This is a little John Canepa design. This is a fun.
It's adorable.
That's exactly the way to put it. It's adorable. It's
Even
totally
in real life,
adorable.
it's kind of a cool looking car.
Look, I'll flip it out so it looks like it has ears.
It's adorable in real life
It's
too.
Dumbo.
I mean, it's kind of mean looking in real life, I guess. Like adorable mean. Does that make
So
sense?
that is our vault haul. Anything else you wanna cover there?
No. I think that does it.
This stuff will
This'll
drop
go fast.
Yeah,
It'll
this
go
stuff will
fast.
drop at 8 a.m. tomorrow. We'll be putting it live. So here's your sneak peek. Get ready and good luck, I guess.
The Tiger is going to go instantaneously. You think?
I think the B-17 will be the thing that
B-17.
everybody's gunning for. I mean, there's got to be a lot of demand out there for people who don't really care what the price will be. They just want the B-17.
So you're the one that like clicks these onto like
Correct.
live.
I put them live, right?
You just give me a little bit of like a heads up.
Of when I'm going to do that.
Insider
You just
trading.
want a specific.
They don't
heads up?
have to know.
I think, guys, Landon's trying to swipe the B-17 from you, the people, the good Brickmaniacs.
You don't have to know.
Who are just trying to.
Oh, we're filmed. Okay, never mind. Hey, that would be what a person that's not okay would say.
Nice. That was an excellent example of something that a not okay person would say from Landon. I'm really glad that we covered that. Okay, well, this episode has gone off the rails enough, so make sure to get into the vault 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Take advantage of these awesome rare kits being available, and thanks for watching.